As we continue to watch the negotiations for the US-backed peace plan, we must keep in mind the most important part of any negotiation, and that is the assurance that agreement will be followed. And that is the main sticking point for the Ukrainian side. Beyond any of the particulars of an agreement, it is the trust that there will not be another war for the next generation of Ukrainians to fight. And really, there's no reason to believe that Russia will follow any of its agreements. In the attached article that I made for the New Voice of Ukraine, I covered some of the agreements made between Ukraine and Russia and how Russia has violated all of them. There was the 1994 Budapest Memorandum, where Ukraine agreed to give up its Soviet-era nuclear stockpile in exchange for the assurances by the United Kingdom, United States, and Russia that they would not only agree to not violate Ukraine's territorial integrity, but also to step in if any of the others are aggressive. That completely thrown out the window. There's the 1997 Treaty of Friendship between Ukraine and Russia that defined the relations as, quote, between friendly, equal, and sovereign states who agreed to base the relations on mutual respect and trust, strategic partnership, and cooperation, that Moscow and Kiev would respect each other's territorial integrity and not attack one another. That did not work out very well. The Treaty on the State Border of 2003 delineated the border between the two. In 2008, Putin said, on record, quote, Crimea is not a disputed territory. Russia has long recognized the borders of modern-day Ukraine. On the whole, we have completed our talks on borders. The issue of demarcation still stands, but that is just a technicality. Putin changed his mind. Also 2003, the Treaty on the Use of the Sea of Azov and Kerch Strait defined the Sea of Azov as the shared territorial waters of both Ukraine and Russia with free navigation. Following the 2014 Russian invasion and illegal annexation of Crimea, they then treated the Sea of Azov as their own territorial waters and even interdicted Ukrainian shipping going to its own ports. The various agreements splitting up the Black Sea Fleet and how to deal with the port of Sevastopol. Again and again and again, Russia violated its treaties to invade Ukraine. And that's not even getting into the many ceasefire agreements that were made between 2014 and 2022 that Russia broke almost immediately, including the two Minsk agreements. So no, Ukraine has no reason to believe that Russia would hold up its side of any agreements when it has already broken all of the others, which then opens up the question of assurances. How will Ukraine and its partners be able to force Russia to actually hold to its word? That will be the topic of our next explainer.